YouTube, what's good? It's your boy King Shot, and I'm back and I'm better with another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all my top 10 favorite fragrances to wear during the springtime. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, keep on watching.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I trap into the bloody bottoms is on the knee. Cause all my niggas got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting.
Now, if you like my content, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so you get notified every time your boy drops some fire content, because what? I do this for y'all. And also go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, y'all, so the first fragrance I'm gonna recommend to wear during the springtime, this fragrance right here is timeless, it's effortless, it's a classic, and that is none other than Bleu De Chanel EDP. Now, Bleu De Chanel is a woody aromatic fragrance for men. It has notes of grapefruit, lemon, ginger, jasmine, incense, and amber, just to name a few. Now, y'all, this smells amazing. And actually, this was my first Chanel fragrance I picked up. I have all three. I have the EDT, the EDP, and the Parfum, but the one I'm recommending for spring is none other than the EDP. Now, I like this one because it's just an easy reach. It just works in all situations. It works for brunch, it works for dinner, it works for the office, it works for date night. It's just a dumb reach fragrance. Now, this is definitely my favorite designer fragrance because it's a masterpiece in my eyes. It's timeless, it's classic, it never gets old, and it just works for everything. And that is Bleu De Chanel EDP by Chanel. All right, you guys, so the next fragrance I'm going to be recommending is from the house of YSL, and that is L'homme Intense. All right, so L'homme Intense is an oriental woody fragrance for men. It has notes such as black pepper, bergamot, orange blossom, violet leaf, woody notes, benzoin, and leather. So when I tell y'all this thing, it smells amazing. At an initial burst, you definitely get that bergamot, you get that lemon, and I feel like you get some sweetness in here. I don't get any black pepper, but I get some sweetness. And then on the dry down, let me tell y'all, this thing dries down so beautiful. It has like background notes of leather and cedar and suede, and it just smells amazing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first got this, I was like, this does smell like the original L'homme, but it's with the twist. And that's why I feel like this is a great definition of a flanker, because it does have that L'homme DNA in there, but they changed it up. They added some sweet and some woody notes in there, and I feel like this is definitely great. Now, when I first got this, I was kind of uneasy because I would spray it, then I guess I would become anosmic to it, so I thought that the lasting power wasn't as great as I thought it was. But when I kid you not, every time I wear this, I get compliments. I'll spray it on myself, and when I get the compliments, I can't smell it. Like when I get the compliments, I thought that the fragrance had worn off, but I guess to my nose, I just go anosmic to it. But people can definitely smell this on you. And I got this on sale. It was on sale for $57 at Sephora, and I had to scoop it up. And this is a 100 ml bottle, so that was definitely a win for your boy. And that is none other than YSL Long Lint. All right, so moving right along, the next fragrance I like to wear during the springtime is none other than 360 Red by Ellis. Yes, now if you know about this fragrance, then you know about this fragrance. Ellis 360 Red is an oriental spicy fragrance for men. It has notes such as lime, cinnamon, lavender, coriander, musk, patchouli, and sandalwood. Now, everybody already knows this is a clone or a replica or inspired by. They really say it's a clone of none other than the GOAT Acqua di Gio. And I love this because it smells just like it, in my opinion, for a fraction of the price. I mean, hello, are you mad? Why would you pay like $100 for Acqua di Gio when you just pay $25 for Ellis? And it smells just the same to me, in my opinion. Now, this does have a bit of a synthetic vibe, but it's not overly synthetic where it'll get annoying. So I don't mind the synthetic vibe in this. Supposedly Acqua di Gio doesn't have a synthetic vibe, but I mean, I haven't smelled that one in such a long time. I don't really mind the synthetic vibe in this, so I mean, it works for me. But hey, that was none other than 360 Red by Ellis. All right, y'all, so the next fragrance I'm going to be recommending to you guys is actually very new to my collection, and I haven't worn it out yet, but I have played with it inside the house, and that is none other than Al Hermane's Amber Ooze Gold Edition. Now, Amber Ooze Gold is an oriental vanilla fragrance for men and women. That's right, this fragrance is unisex. It has notes such as bergamot, melon, pineapple, sweet notes, vanilla, musk, and woody notes. Now, when I tell y'all, this is an excellent fragrance. When I smelled this, I was like, yo, I really like this fragrance. The only thing it is, they say it's unisex. The only thing is, I feel like this leans a tad bit more feminine, but a man can still pull it off. You just can't go too heavy with it. And the reason why I say it leans more feminine is because it has a very sweet undertone. Like when you first spray it, it's very sweet, and it's sweet and you get fruity notes. It's just like sweet and fruit, sweet and fruit, sweet and fruit, which it smells good. It's not overly feminine, but it is a tad bit feminine. But the dry down is more masculine, so I feel like that's why they categorize it as a unisex fragrance. But y'all, this is definitely a great fragrance, and it was only about $60. This definitely smells way more than $60. This smells actually better than some of the niche fragrances I have, and it's basically a fraction of the price. That was Al Hermane's Amber Oud Gold Edition. All right, so my next fragrance is an OG, and that is none other than Prada L'homme. Now, Prada L'homme is a soapy, clean fragrance for men. It has notes such as neroli, black pepper, violet, iris, cedar, patchouli, and sandalwood. Now, this fragrance is definitely very clean. If you don't like clean, fresh scents, I wouldn't say this is for you. It does contain iris in there, which iris gives it that powdery note. When I first got this, I used to say this smells like expensive baby powder, because that's what it reminded me of. Now it's crazy because when I do wear this out, I do get compliments, so this will pull you some compliments. But the compliments I get is like, oh, you smell fresh, oh, you smell clean. Nobody ever says like, oh, you smell like baby powder. But to me, I get a baby powder vibe, but it's like baby powder in the best way. Now, honestly, I got this as a recommendation because Jeremy Fragrance, he always raves about this. So I was like, okay, yeah, let me get it. It must be great. He's always talking about it. He's always hyping it up. It's on all of his lists. And when I got it, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't like this fragrance. I was like, yo. So I paid however much. I think I paid like, I can't remember how long I paid for it because I got it about a year ago. But I was like, so I paid all this money for some baby powder. But actually, the more I played with it, the more it grew on me. And I can't wait to wear this fragrance this spring. That is none other than Prada L'homme. All right, so the next fragrance for my collection that I cannot wait to wear during spring is Burberry Touch. All right, so Burberry Touch is a woody floral musk fragrance for men. It contains notes of mandarin orange, violet leaf, white pepper, cedar, white musk, tonka bean, and vetiver. Now, this is a great fragrance, and I feel like it's slept on for real. It kind of has spicy notes along with fresh notes as well. I really can't wait to wear this one. When I first got it, I got it in my collection about a year ago, and I got it around spring, summertime. So I played with it then, but then when fall and winter came, I didn't really reach for it that much. But now that spring is coming back, I feel like this will really perform great in the spring. This really has great lasting power. It's a light, fresh, spicy scent, but it lasts all day. Like this easily gets about 7 plus hours on my skin. I kid you not. And also it has a great scent profile. It lasts, and also it's cheap. This fragrance, I believe I probably paid like $30 to $32 for this fragrance. So I mean, a lot of people are asleep on this fragrance. It is a great fragrance for sure. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I can't wait to wear it this spring. That is Burberry Touch. All right, y'all, so we down to my last 3 fragrances. So moving right along, the next fragrance is YSL Y. All right, so YSL Y is an aromatic fougere fragrance for men. It has notes such as apple, ginger, sage, juniper berries, amberwood, tonka bean, and cedar. Now, I got this fragrance because my girlfriend bought me this for Sweeties Day this past year. And what I will say about this fragrance is, this thing is a synthetic bomb. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Now, how I got this fragrance, I told my girlfriend that I wanted some cologne for Sweeties Day. So she was like, okay, what do you want? So I told her I wanted Valentino Uomo Intense. And when I got that one, I'm not gonna lie, that smelled like something my grandpa would wear. I wasn't feeling it. It smelled way too mature. And the iris in there, I really didn't like it. It was just a big no. But when she got that, they gave her samples, and one of the samples was YSL Y. Now, when I tell y'all, when I took that sample out of the bag and sprayed it, I say, oh. I was like, yo, this smells good. I told my girlfriend to smell it. She was like, yeah, this smells good. I should have got you this. Why didn't you ask for this? I was like, I never smelled this. But when she said that, I was like, yeah, go ahead and take this Valentino Uomo Intense back and go ahead and bring back this YSL Y, because, hey, when I smelled it at first, it smelled so good. And it's crazy because the sample I had smelled, it didn't smell as synthetic as I'm getting now. Now, don't get me wrong, this is synthetic, but it smells good. And it's a funny story because when I went to work on 2 different occasions, 2 people had this on and I gave them compliments. I'm like, yo, you smell good. What is that? And it was projecting off them. Like, I could smell it strongly. And it was like, both of them said they was wearing YSL Y. And so I was like, okay, bet. Now, I haven't worn this out. Well, actually, I have worn it out for date night before. But I didn't receive any compliments on it. But I know this thing is a compliment beast because when you put this on, he gonna smell you, she gonna smell you, what? They all gonna smell you because that's how this thing can perform. This thing can really perform. If you're more into natural fragrances, then this is not for you because this does have a synthetic green note or a synthetic green apple note. A synthetic green apple note, green apple is synthetic by nature in fragrances at least. So it's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, but it's just a tad bit synthetic. But I can't wait to wear this bad boy during springtime, and that is YSL EDP. Now, the next fragrance I can't wait to wear is none other than Club de Nuit Intense Man. Now, Club de Nuit Intense Man is a woody, spicy fragrance for men. Now, it contains notes such as pineapple, bergamot, rose, jasmine, patchouli, vanilla, and ambergris. Now, all right, everybody already knows that this is a clone of Aventus, but when I tell y'all, this is such a great clone, and I think the batch that I have is a more of a smokier version of Aventus because up top, I get that juicy pineapple, but underneath and in the dry down, it's just nice and smoky. Like, it's just a perfect balance of the two. Now, I know a lot of people say like Aventus have batch variations and so on and so forth. I don't own the Aventus, but yes, I have smelt it. It might be coming later on in my collection soon. We'll talk about that later or another date. But as of now, I can't wait to wear this because it smells really, really close to Aventus, and actually it's a fraction of the price. It's a fraction. Aventus is like $300+. This was only about $35. So you do the math. I mean, why spend more if you can spend less? Now, if you like to have the originals, which I do as well, but I just feel like for what it is, this is a great alternative. And if you can't afford Aventus at the time, get your hands on this and you'll be just as fine. That is Club de Nuit Intense Man by Armaf. All right, y'all, we down to the top 2 fragrances, and I must say I love both of these fragrances equally. Now, this next fragrance is actually the fragrance that started my fragrance journey, and I can't wait to wear it this spring because I just love it that much, and that is YSL L'homme. Now, YSL L'homme is a woody floral musk fragrance for men. It has notes of bergamot, lemon, ginger, violet leaf, cedar, and tonka bean. This is my favorite fragrance by YSL this far, and I can't wait to wear it this spring because it's just gonna smell amazing, have me looking and feeling good, and that is L'homme by YSL. All right, y'all, so we down to the last fragrance, and this fragrance is new to my collection as well. I've only worn this one time, but it smells amazing and lasts all day, and that is Viamor by Navatus Parfums. And it's funny how I came across this fragrance because I was getting a sample pack or variety pack 3 from Navatus Parfum because I wanted to sample some of Big Beard business fragrances. But this bad boy was in there and I was like, yo, I gotta get that. I gotta get that for sure. Now, this is a unisex fragrance and it has notes such as pineapple, rosewood, patchouli, oak moss, sandalwood, leather, and musk. Now, the perfumer on here is George Lee. I would say they did a great composition of this fragrance now, but the only thing I can say, this is not totally unique, only because if you smell this, and when I first smelled it, I was like, yo, this smells amazing. I got this pineapple, but it has sweetness in there as well. If you smell this, you will basically know that this fragrance combines Creed Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540 all together in one bottle, and it's just magical, yo. It's just magical. Just think about Creed Aventus, that juicy, smoky pineapple, and then that nice depth and sweetness from Baccarat in one bottle. This thing is just a perfect fragrance. It's perfectly unisex. A man could wear this, a child could wear this, a girl could wear this, a woman could wear this, a human could wear this. Like, it's just that good. I really cannot wait to wear this spring. And if you want to get like a sample size of this, they do offer those in the sample packs. But I'm telling you, this is definitely a safe blind buy because if you like Creed Aventus and if you like Baccarat Rouge 540, you are definitely gonna like this because it's those two fragrances in one bottle, and that was Viamor by Navatus Parfums. All right, you guys, so that wraps up my top 10 list for springtime. Leave down in the comments what y'all gonna be wearing this spring. Leave down if you have anything that I recommended today in my collection. And also leave down in the comments what y'all wanna see next. And I got y'all. Don't forget to thumb this video up, comment and subscribe. Stay real, stay true, and stay you. And I'll see y'all on the next one. See ya.